Oh, we got that all fixed up, Singe Man. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to Sunday afternoon. Smudgening and the entity LAM. Last night's destination was really cool. We looked into Alister Crowleys, the entity that he spoke with from another dimension called LAM. Had a very positive experience. I haven't done much research into LAM, so we might do that during the show, take a little bit of a bigger look at LAM and see what he's all about. Looks like one of the alien greys, but one of the Zetas, Zeta Reticuli. Not sure if that's what they are, but he certainly looked like one. I'll pull up my image there. And of course, yesterday I went to old Fort Erie. I told you something about the rainstorms. We got a couple of downpours that happened on us. Yeah, we got downpoured on at the site we went to. But then we were on our way home waiting for the bus. Rained on again. My shoes got soaked. It was a very wet day. We avoided most of it, but some of it got us. Funny. Not too many people here, so we'll do. Keep that playing in the background for me. And I wanted to take another look at this video. The video quality is terrible, and I don't know why that is. The stones only show up really well when I get up close to them and stop the camera. It doesn't seem to handle motion very well. Thank you to everybody last night. I was up till almost 3 a.m. Doing class. Hey, Alex, how you doing? How are the energy shifts going there, Alex? It's not very great quality, but you can see the stone. Look at this. Give me a second here. Your audio sounded really good when you were over on other channels there, Alex. Let's see, are you in here? No, you're not in there. Okay. Give me a second. I'm not very good with this. All right, there we go. There you go. Check your email there, Alex. Hey, Caged, how you doing? Good to see you. See, shifting digital worldwide. Seeing energy shifting all right worldwide. We have tropical storms coming this way. We're in hurricane season. Yeah, I had almost hurricane type weather yesterday. It was very extremely windy. Uh, Wind going sideways. Yeah, some of the weapons in this museum that I was completely alone in. You guys would have been amazed. You had the entire museum to yourself to look around and stuff. Yeah, Lamb is from the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. Alister Crowley. It was a really interesting experience. Beautiful, actually. Everything I saw was like idyllic, beautifully laid out. A lot of scenery, but you just got this sense of beauty around you. I don't know. We'll have to take a look into Lamb a little bit more, maybe. See if what Google gives us. Can't really search up his name on its own. Fandom of the Lovecraft. Interesting. So they say that Aleister Crowley was an English occultist, philosopher, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. Didn't know that about him. Let's take a look in here. This is just wiki. Novelist, mountaineer. He founded the religion of uh, Thelema, identifying himself as a prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the Aeon of Horus. In the early 20th century, a prolific writer, he published widely over the course of his life. Born to a wealthy family in Royal Leamington Spa, Warwickshire, Crowley rejected his parents' fundamentalist Christian uh, Plymouth Brethren faith to pursue an interest in Western esotericism. He was educated at Trinity College. Let's share some of this. Hey, Indie Groove, how you doing? Take a look at Wiki Alister Crowley. Interesting man. I don't put much faith in his teachings, but you never know. Um, Born to a wealthy family, Western esotericism. He was educated at Trinity College at the University of Cambridge, where he focused his attention on mountaineering, interesting, and poetry, resulting in several publications. Some biographers allege that here he was recruited into a British intelligence agency, further suggesting that he remained a spy throughout his life. In 1898, he joined the esoteric Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic. Samuel Liddon McGregor Matthews and Alan Bennett. He went mountaineering in Mexico with Oscar uh, Eskenstein before studying Hindu and Buddhist practices in India. In 1904, he married Rose Edith Kelly, and they honeymooned in Cairo, Egypt, where Crowley claimed to have been contacted by a supernatural entity named Iwas, who provided him with the Book of the Law, a sacred text that has served the basis for Thelema, announcing the start of the Aeon of Horus. The book declared that its followers should do what thou wilt, where have we heard that before, and seek to align themselves with their true will through the practice of magic. After the unsuccessful 1905 expedition, and a visit to India and China, Crowley returned to Britain, where he attracted attention as a prolific author of poetry, novels, and occult literature. In 1907, he and George Cecil Jones, oh wow, kind of reminds you of George Cecil Rhodes, co-founded the esoteric order, the AA, through which they propagated Thelema. After spending time in Algeria in 1912, he was initiated into the esoteric order, the German-based Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, rising to become the leader of its branch, which he reformulated in accordance with his Thelemite beliefs. Through the OTO, the Thelemite groups were established in Britain, Australia, and North America. Crowley spent the First World War in the United States, where he took up painting and campaigned for the German war effort against Britain, later revealing that he had infiltrated the pro-German movement to assist British intelligence services. Sounds like a spy to me. I think so, Cage. Hey, Squirrel Sniper, good to see you. Dr. D was the original 007, so I take it. Yeah, seems like. The power they hold, occult belief, yeah. Let's go on a bit. OTO. War painting. Okay, in 1920, he established the Abbey of Thelema, a religious commune in Cefalù, Sicily, where he lived with various followers. His libertine lifestyle led to denunciations in British press, and the Italian government evicted him in 1923. He divided the following 2 decades between France, Germany, and England, and continued to promote Thelema until his death. Thelema took off. Crowley gained widespread notoriety during his lifetime, being a drug user, bisexual, and individualist social critic. Crowley had remained a highly influential figure over Western esotericism and the counterculture of the 1960s. He continues to be considered a prophet in Thelema. He's the subject of various biographies and academic studies. Cambridge University, Golden Dawn, have no interest in that. I have no interest in any organized semblance of religion, teachings, or anything like that. Egypt and the Book of the Law. Claiming to be a prince, they rented an apartment in which Crowley set up a temple room and began invoking ancient Egyptian deities. Yeah, I don't think it really got you that far. While studying Islamic mysticism and Arabic, according to Crowley, later accounts, Rose regularly became delirious and informed him they were waiting for you. Oh my goodness. She explained that they were the gods Horus, and on March 20th proclaimed that the equinox of the gods has come. She led him to a nearby museum where she showed him 7th century BCE mortuary stele known as the stele of Akencourt. Oh, Aken, Aken, wow. Aken F. Cronus. I don't know. Crowley thought it important that the exhibit's number was 666, the number of the beast in Christian belief, and in later years learnt the artifact, stele of revealing, termed it the stele of revealing. So let's take a quick look at that. Ah, so that stele changed his life. Stele was covered with plaster gesso, which had been painted and measured 51.5 centimeters high, 31 centimeters wide. Can be seen of a priest, Montu. He is presenting offerings to the falcon-headed god, Re, Horus of the two horizons. A syncretic form of the gods Ra and Horus, who is seated on a throne, the symbol of the West, the place of the dead, seen behind Re. Above the figures is a depiction of Nut, the sky goddess, who stretched from horizon to horizon. Directly beneath her is the winged solar disk Horus of Death. Stele is also known as the stele of revealing. Interesting. The holy books of Thelema. I call it Thelma all the time. Hey, Toth. How you doing? Hi, James. Hi, Paradox. Is that a god? Damn. Yeah, exactly. So an interesting person, I guess. But he made it through these orders very quickly, probably on his name. Oh, there he is, all dressed up, fancy clothes. Oh, there's a holy book of Louise. Cool. They used to sign John D. Edward Kelly. They used the sign 007. They used to sign 007. Oh, that's funny. All right, there we go. There's Lamb. Let's see. Move to New Orleans, 1970. In 1918, Crowley went on to a magical retreat in the wilderness of Esopus Island on the Hudson River. Here he began a translation of the Tao Te Ching, painted thelemic slogans on the riverside cliffs, and he later claimed experienced past life memories of being Ji Juan, Pope Alexander VI, Alessandro Cagliostro, and Eliphas Levi. Back in New York, he moved to Greenwich Village, where he took Lee Hersing, his lover, and next Scarlet Woman. Okay. Took up painting as a hobby, exhibiting his work in Greenwich Village. a liberal club and attracting the attention of the New York evening world with terrible paintings, probably. No mention of Lamb in here. Let's see. I don't see him mentioning Lamb. Let's click on Lamb and see what they give us. Yeah. Picture. Link you there. Why not? Oh, it's not the blue words. I was looking for Lamb in the blue words, but could not find it. Well, what are you guys commenting about? The 007 Club, the 700 Club? Yeah, you know, that's up the road from me here in Canada. Isn't that interesting? It's over in Burlington, Ontario. I actually worked for them for a short while. Um, they are cheap ass mother, let me tell you. I was due pay just before Christmas, and they decided that they really didn't need to pay people. No real urgent need to get me any money. They had plenty. They drive their fancy cars, Jaguars, Beamers. They wear their $10,000 and $20,000 suits. They get all kinds of money from little old ladies, so they weren't that interested in handing out money. They're much more interested in taking it in. What's that, James? The Book of Alfred was compelling. Never read it. Old guy just fell out of bed and hit it, and his head's bleeding. Oh, that's terrible, James. Call the nurse. All right, let's do a smudge. It's 20 after somewhere. There we go, there. Take a little bit of a more look into Lamb somehow. I'm going to refine that search. It's interesting that Alister Crowley would contact, well, not really. He did a lot of stuff in the esoteric field, so he's going to have some experiences, whether they're his own or whether they're from the outside. Who knows? There's the internal memory and the external memory. The internal mind can really take hold of things. Something to be careful of in remote viewing and astral travel. Let's go back up. Alister Crowley's LAM. Did a drawing of LAM. See if I get this closer. There we go. So the way a drawing by Alister Crowley The Way. So that's the Christ. Interesting. Depicting Lamb, a supposed entity channeled in 1918 during the Alamanthra workings. Let's see what they say about Lamb. Not much. Huh. Okay. So they don't have much about Lamb. Nobody seems to have written a big entry. My favorite conspiracy is that Crowley is Barbara Bush's father. Oh, that's a cool one. Hey, the realist, how you doing? Good to see you. Called the front desk. They never showed up last time. He fell. Wow. They do kind of look exactly alike. Yeah. Well, I hope he's okay there, James. Hey, Dojo. Good to see you. Hey, Dolly. All right. Well, let's go take a look at viewer mail. We had some interesting images sent to us over the past while. Take a look there. Okay, you're on that. Help arrived. Awesome. There's supposed to be a link there. Orgies. I'll pass. Uh, so- Oh, okay. So last night, Chloe sent us some mosquito images, saying it's the biggest damn mosquito she's ever seen. Let's take a look. Oh, it looks like a little person. Looks like a little fairy person with legs sticking down. The image is hard to decipher, but very pixelated. Why are our cameras getting worse now? Eh? Seems like our cameras are just getting worse and worse. Look at that. That's weird. It does look like a little fairy folk with, you know, all crumpled up. But I don't see the wings. Where are the wings? Did you pull the wings off or something? What that is? What do you guys think of that? Looks like a little body with his arm folded over. I don't know. That's kind of cute and weird. Or it's mosquito guts smushed all over the place. Let's see what else she's got. Oh, there he is. That's a normal looking bug. Pretty big, but yeah, normal looking bug. So that somehow became that. Looks like she crumpled up or something. You hear Chloe? Are you hiding in the background? Yeah, woodland creatures. Hi, hey, Paradox. I don't know. It's a weird looking little thing after you crush it, eh? Poor little guy. I wish the picture was crisper, but oh well. Then we'd see all the bug guts. Bug guts. Oh, Marlena has sent a image of Jasper, and I believe her other dog. I took a look at that image. So here's her young pup, cow dog, she calls him. Meet Bubba. He was my buddy, but he died recently, and we're going to put him down. Oh, sorry to hear that. Love the cow print. That's cool. His wing is on the left behind the legs. He's going to have a big bump above his eye. Oh, no. Checking his vitals. He just wanted to eat some leaves. Do ticks swim okay? I don't know. We tried to flush that tick we had on me last night down the toilet. That sucker clung onto the side of the porcelain. They have to have some good grippers. Like, he wouldn't let go. We had to flick him off the porcelain to get him to go down the toilet. It's ridiculous. He would have just climbed right back out. He just wanted to eat some meat. I don't know. I think he was after blood there, Paradox. All right. The one day they don't come, eh, James? Wow. Jasper, cow dog. No subject. Oh, some stone. Nice. Nice crystal. Looks like it's from a liver. You can see the shape of it there, curving around if you look at the liver. And here's where the other lobe, there's two lobes of a liver. One hangs out underneath. I've seen this happen in crystals before. Uh, the ones I've seen are placed on their side. They're not usually standing up like that. They use the whole rock, cut it in half, and show you the inner crystal. But this one is probably a liver, or used to be a liver, of some giant creature. Again, on the left-hand side at the top here, that's where the other lobe of the liver would probably be, if it is a liver. That's just my guess. Yeah, poor tick. Yeah, mosquito hawks don't bite. Male mosquitoes. They're huge though. So if you see this, Chloe, that looks like a liver, a larger lobe of a liver. Oh god. Oh yeah. And Marlena's tip. That was cool. Last night, Marlena got a tip from a customer, and he wanted to get her really, really stoned. Okay. Look at that haul. That's enough for me to do a long time. Hey, Scotty boy. That's the way you want ours done, down the great water slide of life. Actually, the company I work for makes water slides. So I could set you up there, Scotty boy. Set you up with one of those MetaDef pods and a water slide part down to a, I don't know, wood chipper. We have some from Karen Lynn. I'd like to take a look at this one again. This one's cool. So this is the tracking pattern of a great white shark. See that he tracked the pattern that makes the shape of a shark, pretty close to it. A few things are off, but pretty dang close. That's really cool. So here's a refugee Karen brought home. Karen is always collecting rocks. And Timothy Lyons sent us various sky images. We'll have a puff and take a look through those. We had mac and burger. It was decent. Cool. Yeah, hospital food's terrible, James. Macaroni casserole. I don't eat pasta, but my wife loves it. So here we have a sky image taken by Timothy Lyons with what appears to be something flying in the sky. They excavated an old dump and pulled out TV dinners thrown away in the 50s. Still somewhat intact, like it was a week old. Wow. All those nice preservatives keeping it fresh for you. Yeah, a lot of organs do, Dolly. I don't know if you've seen my little goose heart before. Come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, that's a goose heart, petrified. See the blood intrusions in it. Should be able to get blood and test that. See if it is actually goose or swan or some type of a bird. The testing is very expensive, but yeah. Hi, Chloe. We were just looking at some of your images before. Now we're looking at Timothy Lyons. So much for a peaceful Sunday afternoon. Sorry about that, James. Looks like the kidney stone passed, does it, Scott? Let's go back. Whoops. Only yours was big. Oh, sure it was, Scotty boy. Sure it was. Go back and take a look at that. There's that again. Yeah. So crystallized organs, yeah, that does happen. Opals are often made of heartstone, of hearts. The blood opalizes. So kidneys and do this as well. See up here on the top left is where the lobe, the smaller lobe. There's two lobes to a kidney, and that would be up there, up on the left. You did not pass a kidney stone that big. Let's see. Whoops. Zoom. Okay, let's go back to Timothy's images. Gates, where are you there? There he is. Heart of stone. Yep, absolutely, James. I believe it is, Chloe. I think it's a kidney. Or a liver, sorry. Two lobes of the liver, the bigger lobe and the little one. Let me check that out again. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, really good one. So here. Show you this, the shape of that stone that you're looking at. So it's a liver. So here you can see the lobes of the liver. Your stone is this larger one up here. They do curve over each other. Here's a better one to show you the shape of yours. So yours is a cross section running over this larger lobe, and here's the smaller lobe of the liver. That usually breaks off, and they don't find that. But the bigger lobe, yeah, if you look at the orientation of your rock there, you'll see that the top part is either here or here, and the other lobe attaches underneath. Am I sharing that? Yeah. So yeah, it's probably a liver. That or a mountain that looks like a penis. Yeah, that happens too. Right? I got feet, hearts. I got a few hearts. Hearts are pretty easy to find. If you find those stones with a three-sided triangle on top and an indentation in the back, and they're usually long, elongated shapes. Those are hearts. Okay, let's see what Timothy has next. Some cool looking sky pictures. Don't know what we're looking at here, but looks like a big boob in space. Tell me what you guys think. You're showing your body parts, Chloe? Yeah. Chloe, stop exposing yourself. So I don't know what this image is supposed to be. It looks like the sun behind the clouds. Maybe that's the moon. I don't know. Kind of looks like a big boob in space. I don't know. Kind of lost without Timothy on these. We'll do the close up. See right there, it looks like a nipple, boob. I don't know. Ooh, cool colors. That's some beautiful color. And the Great Bear Nebula is here. We're much better than work. That's awesome. Thank you, Chloe. Yeah, I'd much rather be talking to you guys than doing my job. Prophecy by Joanne Freed. Oh, interesting. Another end time prophecy. What's her name? New Age channel. I can't remember her name. She did a whole series of the prophecies on the end times prophecies. They all run the same like kind of course, you know. It's always devastating, always like tons and tons of death and all that. I listened to a few of them, but it gets depressing after a while. But because we're in the fight, so we just all we have to do is just be in the fight. Looking at it too much kind of depresses people. Yeah, work is work. I wonder where all the world's salt comes from originally. I think it comes from the blood of the dragon, Indy. 70. Well, the water in us is around the same salinity as seawater. Looks like an egg yolk hiding out. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, fried egg. I love the colors. The oranges are beautiful. So I guess that's the sun peeking through or hitting the clouds from an angle, causing some light refraction. But beautiful colors. Or it could be the sun itself or the moon. Looks like a face there, eh? It's got like eyes, really weird nose, pointy chin. Maybe it's a goblin face. That's what it is. It's a goblin face. Stand in front of a fan and not pass out. Yeah, it's getting hot here too, finally. This is the coolest summer I've ever experienced. Puppy dog face. Okay. Hey, Steve-O, good to see you. In this present moment, I'm very happy to be with you too, Steve-O. How is sobriety teaching you, treating you, or teaching you? Maybe it's teaching you something. I don't know. Slip of the words meant to be. Well, that's cool. Looks like the beginnings of a tornado. Well, in a weird form. Tornadoes usually start off like a little twister and then magnify going towards the ground. Hmm. You think board cube? Hey, Terry. Oh, okay. There's a stream next to where Ransom videos petroglyphs. I found stones that look like organs. It's next to the Apache reservation. Yeah, it kind of looks squared. Yeah, Steve. That is a cool pic. I love the images that he sends. I know that Timothy Lyons is one of my viewers. I don't know which one. Doesn't have a linking name to it. So this beautiful hot day, just relaxing. Nice. Put something on here. So I can turn it off here. I have 528 playing in the background for you guys, but you can't hear it. So I put it on my phone. There we go. Much better. Now I can take these off. You remember seeing Twisters as a young man? That didn't even remind me of that at all. No. Seems almost forced and produced. I'd agree. It is a cool pick, Dojo. Don't know what it is, but yeah, it looks like something pushing through the clouds or producing clouds. Maybe it's like a Borg cube with a cloud. It's got an S type shape on the front here. Can you see that? With a little, almost a head. Maybe it's a serpent. Let's get some pareidolia. What do you guys see with pareidolia? I'm getting close. And if you guys can make up any images in your mind. You see the S shape? And oh, now I'm getting close. I can pareidolia a skull on a snake body. That's kind of cool. Maybe even like a one of those cobras with the hood. It's said that the Nagus had a lizard hood. Going blind? Could be a good thing, Doth. Just got a Christmas card from a neighbor. Did I miss something? No. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. I remember seeing Twisters, yeah. You're letting it rain on you, nice. So an interesting image. Let me pull that back a bit. Borg cube? I don't know. What do you guys think? Looks like one of those sharks. It does. It looks like a shark. Every day's Christmas in heaven. There you go. Can you guys see how that looks like a shark? There's even a spot with an eye. Mushroom. Hi, beloved. Let's take a look in close. But I can see a shark face. There's his eye right there. His long pointy nose. Snout right up there. That's really cool. He's surfing a wave. It's a shark surfing a wave. Fungus? Okay. Oh, yeah, I was going to get some fungus today. Yeah, I like that one, Christmas in Heaven. I was listening to a few of the songs on their channel the other, was it yesterday or Friday? Yeah, I was listening to some of their music. Always look on the bright side of life and death, you know. One of my favorites. So I'm saying shark. This is definitely a shark in the sky coming to chomp on us. But a really cool cloud. Really cool. Could be one of those, you know how they show images of like a disc UFO pushing the clouds in front of it. Have you seen those images? Who thinks it's a UFO pushing the clouds? No, okay, Chloe. Much love. Try not to work too hard. Another UFO. Yeah, could be. Can opener. There you go. Opening up the whole can of worms. It's Shark Week in the clouds. UFO sharks. Yeah, what about flying sharks? Flying shark ships. Clouds are the poop of ghosts. Okay. Looks like a can opener on a pocket knife. Yeah, it does. Got that hook underneath. That's pretty cool. Oh, bizarre. What do we have here? It looks like the sky is opened up in several strips. That is really neat. The Sharknado, yeah. Every week is Shark Week in heaven, absolutely. Waves coming into a beach, yeah. It's weird how they kind of, at the edges there, the black crosses almost into the blue here. And you can't tell if this is blue sky or blue cloud. You'd assume it was sky, but it doesn't have to be. This could all be just one cloud, right? And it does. It looks like tears in the sky. Somebody clawed open the sky. Or back to sharks in the sky. It looks like shark's gills. Who thinks it's shark's gills? I do. I'm convinced now. Sharknado is going to happen. From the sky. Look at the size of that shark. We're just seeing the gills. He's flying up above us. Sharknado going to happen. That is a huge shark. Saw a picture said Shark Week in Alabama. The shark had like 3 teeth up on top, 2 on the bottom, all broken. I think a lot of these artificial clouds, nothing more than smoke screens for giant ships in the sky. Possibly, Steve-O. Here's a 55 coupon for $5 coupon for McJesus. Nice. Definitely gills. See, Dolly's on board. It's Sharknado in the sky. Sky's nothing more than a hologram. Could be. Maybe it's the dome. Or in my case, it would be the bubble. We live in a big bubble. And they're just projecting things up there. I don't know. I've never been up there. Too many right angles and things. Abnormally shaped. Yeah, a lot of them just don't seem kind of natural, right? When they come out with perfect squares or, you know, perfect indentations of circles or curved craft. It's weird. But it's an infinite sky full of infinite diversity, right? It does pay it has some rules that it obeys. Fluid dynamics. It should behave somewhat like a fluid. 25 teeth and 150 heads. Was that put the right way? Row of Willie Nelson concert. Front row of Willie Nelson concert. Okay. That's right. Looks like a monster drink slice in the time fabric. Absolutely, Scotty. It's a tear in the fabric of space-time. You're having entities flow through at a rate you couldn't believe. Or it could be shadows. We have to get the most exciting theories out. Beloved, jeez. Lying through your tooth. Yeah, right, Todd? I'd like to thank Mr. Bob Ross in his paintings when I was a kid to remind me that what clouds look like. And the occasional old movie that I watch have pictures of actual clouds, yeah. Is that the boob again? Is that the sky boob? It is, I think. Just another image of it. Now it looks more like an oval shape, like an egg. It's lost its boobiness and become more egg-like. Bob taught you everything you know about painting? You got to talk to your painting. Happy little clouds. Are these happy little clouds? They look a little chemtraily to me. A little off. That does look more egg-shaped. Kind of emerging through the clouds. What's that down at the bottom right there? Is that is he being infected by radiation at the moment? It appears so. Look, he's got a cell tower right beside him or something, affecting him. Rotting his brain, seeing things in the clouds, like boobs and eggs. That does look more like an egg, though. He was a Marine, as far as I understand. He was a Marine, so he was in the military. And he took up painting after being in the military to calm him down or something. That's the story I remember. Don't get me onto dragon sperm. It's not dragon sperm. Not everything is dragon sperm, guys. Only a few things are dragon sperm. Whose channel's half about genitals mythical beast? It's not half my channel. I'd like to make it a lot more of my channel, but, it's nowhere near half. I haven't featured dragon genitals for a long time. You seen something about Bob Ross being in the CIA? Yeah, he has some military connections, so I do know that. It's definitely a spaceship hiding behind the clouds. It is, I agree. I got to give the audience what they want, Karen Lynn, and people seem to want lizard genitals. See, there's B. Freeman, more and more, right? So maybe that is a sky sperm. I don't know. What do you think, there, beloved? Is it a ship or is it sperm? Mind control oil paintings, right? Definitely. Okay, I'm going with giant space sperm. That's what it is. Sexed up their mermaids. They probably did, but it's weird. They had like the two genitals, so all they had to do was wiggle them together. Here, get a close up. Rogue swimmer. There we go. I haven't looked up bird genitals yet. I have to do that. Let me check that out. You guys need to see that. Oh, look, see, they do look like dragon genitals. A little bit. Let's see, go to images. We get lots of images. We want lots. Not quite. I still say that dragon genitals are more closely related to bony fish. Caught the realist's attention. So here we have the ovary on the outside. Okay, they do have the two, I don't know what you call them, the phalange or it's weird. Let's see. Oh, they had some other drawings there that looked pretty cool. So do they come up to a single penis, or do they have double junk, just like, looks like they have double junk female rabbit. No, we're looking specifically for bird genitals, organs. Okay. No, I still think fish genitals are the closest. Oh, they're not going to show them. Oh, there they are. Very strange protuberances. Okay, that's enough genitals for the moment. That was Karen's fault entirely, guys. Throw you right under the bus, Karen. Yesterday's special was Carl's home lobotomy kits for children. Nice. We got that up here. You can get, well, they do away with the whole lobotomy thing. They'll just kill you. Yeah, our pigeons out here, they do it all over the place. Let's see what else we got here. So giant space sperm, that's definitely what that is. There's another cube in the sky. The first one had like a snake-looking thing with a skull on the top. This one looks like a pig's face or something, a one-eyed pig face. That's what I'm getting. What are you guys getting? Pull that up a bit. Contains a mirror and a slightly rusty ice pick. You're welcome, Karen. Ewok face. Okay. So we're definitely getting a face out of it. I don't know. I'm getting like a disgruntled, agitated face, other than it actually looking like a cube, which it does. It looks like a shrouded cube of some sort. Yeah, DoorDash, exactly, James. With eyes that are close together? I don't know. Let's take a look. I still think Cyclops. Definitely a Cyclops face for me. So you've got the eyes close together, but I straight up say it's a Cyclops. A Brontosaurus, okay. That's a cool interpretation. Yeah, really, really late term abortion kits. My daughter did terrible on her SATs for college. I'd like to have an abortion. You know, maybe Prince Charles will have an abortion. You know, looks like Cookie Monster. That's a good one. A nose with Dapper Dan mustache. Oh yeah, yeah. I can see that. Sorry, Timmy, but you're 40 years old, still in the house. We've decided to abort you. Exactly. Yeah, now they're offering abortion in Canada for mental depression. Pretty much anything. It's terrible if you have, because they'll cram these people full of pills to cure their depression and their anxiety, PTSD, and they have no idea how to take care of the mind. Uh, Following the spiritual path leading to enlightenment cures the mind or helps the mind get through all those things. Shark Week, Alabama. Yep, I saw an ad. Got a new video game with a punk chicken or rooster and a crocodilian sporting dark colors and a big gold snaggletooth. Weird. Hey Ricky, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Trudeau's still going out and collecting paychecks after he sends money out. Timmy is screwed by the blade of his mindset. Yeah, maybe. I need to give out abortion vouchers with no expiration date. That's causing indoctrination, everyone to take a pill for everything, right? Mind is a terrible thing to taste. Good one, Doth. A sleeved shoulder on the right with the bare arm and extended, holding a bottle with a white chair in the background. That's some that's some creative imagery there, beloved. Sunlight on the floor and his hand. That's some creative imagery. I love it. So is he an old guy or a young guy? That's a good image. I like it. Holding a bottle. What's in that bottle? Is it Jimmy Bean? At what point did we go off the rails? At the start of the show, Scotty boy. Bare arms must be related to Bigfoot. Could be. A second here. Elderberry wine. So how many gallons of honey wine are you going to make, beloved? And how many flavors are you doing? You got gigantic bottles, didn't you? Like 5 gallon or more glass bottles? That's awesome. Rails needs purchase, everything else you can print. Saw something from Tim Dodd last night. Made me think of here, that strange stabbing of Tim. Poor Timmy. Poor Timmy. I wonder if this is the ghost of Timmy sending me images. It could be. Poor Timmy from Chicago. Oh, wow. What do we have here? Orbs or fireflies? $23.5 gallons. Wow. Wow. So you bought like 7 gallons of honey? That would be about the mix, 3-1. 7 gallons of honey, beloved. Wow. Yeah. No, it must have been 7 gallons of 7 gallons for 3-day weekend. Yeah. 6 or 7 gallons of honey. Whew. I couldn't imagine how much. What would that cost? Up here, that'd be around $700. Yeah, we all love beloved. No, that's Timmy's problem, Chicago. Yeah. Wow. 1 gallon of apple juice and 4 pounds of honey for each one. Wow. Beloved, you're going to be having a party soon, I think. It's party time at Beloved's place. There's 20 of us here. What's your address there, beloved? We'll be buying about 2 weeks. Takes about 2 weeks for apple or for honey wine to ferment. 8 pounds. Wow. Yeah, we'll get the hose, Karen Lynn. Back when I was a kid, my parents made wine, and you could just take like a half-inch hose, stick that in there. 2 pounds per gallon. Wow. That is going to be awesome. So what do you guys think of this image? You got look at the pattern too. Does that doesn't remind me of any of the constellations. I don't know. Fireflies. Could be orbs. Don't know how far it is too, like how far away the image is. It looks fairly pixelated, so it could be at a distance. Up to, I don't know, maybe a half mile. It's getting close and see how close these bottom ones are. You can get a sense. No, I don't think they're that far away. They appear to be pretty close. You can see some shrubbery off in the distance. This area is too hard to see. They do look very close. We have fireflies up here, but they show up kind of greenish. Might have a little bit of a greenish hue, but it looks more white. And again, with what kind of camera? 2 pounds of honey is 32 ounces. An ounce is 32, or 31 and a bit, isn't it? A troy ounce is 31. Oh, 31 grams, yeah, as an ounce. 32 ounces. There you go. Yeah, you're right. 16 and 16. I always forget those measurements. A quart. Yeah, and siphoning away. You lie down on the ground, Scotty boy. So just a half-inch hose is good enough, and you just lie on the ground. And after the first suck, gravity takes its way. And if you have this talent, I don't know that I could do it, but you could get the hose down your throat and just fill yourself up. Honey wine is heavy, yeah. Put a patch on his head and his vitals are good. Awesome. $16 ounces is a pound of liquid. Yeah, I forget all the imperial measurements. I don't want the mystery additives from. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy, B. Freeman. It's 3 cups or 3 to 1 for honey. So 1 part honey to 3 parts water. And put in some yeast. And, and you can flavor it with whatever you want. Yeah, it's pretty damn easy. You got one too, B. What's that? I missed something there. Got a hidden backpack set up with a straw that coils out and the rest away. Invisible flask from Houdini too. Cool. Yeah, you got to get one of those. Put some honey wine in there. Yeah, antifreeze chaser, yeah. That would be horrible. Won't be going there. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. That is a really well positioned picture. That is, well, artistically speaking, it's got all the elements to draw your eye over the entire image, and that's the signature of a good, with a focal point. It does have a focal point, but the way the lines are set up draws you to the rest of the image. And you can almost see like a star shape there too, like they've done a star shape. It's just one line on the top missing. That's actually a really artistically speaking, that's a good image. That would make a great poster for chemtrails. Maybe suck on a nice age to help get the taste out of your mouth. Yeah. Brought to you by QAnon. So that is a really well done picture. It's got some terrible stuff in it, but keeping us safe from the sun. Yeah, Joe Biden has come out with his plan to Mr. Burns us and block the sun. Bill Gates has come out and said that they want to block the sun with something in space. That'll be wonderful. Looks like a vortex above the central focus. Yeah, yeah. And the three major parts of it make you follow a line down to the flag. The building is a piece of background pushing you to other places. Really good. Billy Gates, yeah, he's got the money to do it too. Launch a space satellite, put up a big parasol there, and start giving us rickets. Getting hit by a solar CME, it wouldn't be big enough to do that. That would just come right around. If we had a few near misses in the past few years, yeah, it just takes out the electrical grid. I actually enjoy those times when the grid's down. Doesn't bother me at all. Everyone's rather peaceful and happy. They're out walking around, just enjoying. Last time it happened, the eastern seaboard of U.S. and Canada went out. What happened is everybody just went out in the streets, started walking around and talking to each other, smiling and saying hello. It was one of the most peaceful times I can remember. And yeah, you take down the grid, go right ahead. I don't care, you know. Yeah, China said, yeah, screw it, we'll just make our own sun, right? Could be. Toth always looking out for the little guy who, with billions of dollars, trying to help us. It could be that he's trying to help us there, Toth. I don't think so. I'm not a big proponent of global warming, which is what they're claiming it's for, is to help stop global warming. Nothing to do with CMEs. So I don't really, I don't trust him. I think he's lying because he's been lying before. Yeah, put the sun on a. Yeah, right? Because they care. And all these people, they're such philanthropists giving themselves money, increasing their wealth by 20 times. Bill got stuff on his also. Yeah, he's bought up a lot of stuff. I don't think money means anything to him, though. You would think that money would, to you and I, money means survival. To them, it doesn't. They can always get more. If they run out of money, they'll just go to the banks and say, hey, give me some money. And they'll do it, you know, because he's in on the scheme. And you can make lots of money if you know what's coming up, right? Yeah, it'll mess up all of our stuffs. Well, no, it won't mess up the plants. Plants will be fine. The animals will be fine. I eat those. I don't eat electronics, so not too worried about it. I got lots of farms around me. I got some silver. I can trade for stuff. I got money. I have products. So it'll be fine. Take it down. I don't care. That's right, Scotty boy. Money is absolutely nothing to them. The only thing I will miss if the grid goes down is the time I spend with you guys. That'll be disappointing. Very disappointing. The tick, John. It's the other nemesis. Yeah. Jojo's been here since the beginning, pretty much, I think. Just been in the background. Yeah, they don't really, they don't care about you. If Bill Gates cared about people, he wouldn't do human testing on Africans, right? Why would he release bugs that he's pretty much sure are going to cause malaria? He knew it. Now you guys have malaria in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they preempted this heat wave a month before it happened, telling us it's the hottest summer on record. When in my area, it's been unseasonably cool. By this time of the summer, we are usually hitting in the 30s, and we're still in the 20s, almost 10 degrees lower than it usually is. So now they claim that out east there is extreme temps. You guys are experiencing some extreme temps now, but most of you are in the freaking desert. So, right? What do you expect? Did you know that a man died in Death Valley this year? That was big news, apparently. A man went into Death Valley without enough water and he died. Oh my God, that proves global warming. It was so hot in Death Valley. Ridiculous. Alabama's turning into a swamp. Oh, that'll make it nice and humid. I tell you, you guys in the desert, you get it lucky. When we get like 102-degree temperature where I live, because I'm surrounded by Great Lakes, it gets humid. We get like 99% humidity with the 40-degree temperatures, and the sweat just pours off you. I went down to the desert in the summer. Uh, it was hot. Like you don't want to move around or anything, but you can hide in the. I found I was able to hide in the shade and be fine. You know, a little hard breathing, but when you add that humidity, it sticks to you. Water has nothing to do with it. Yeah, your blood would boil going there. What is it? 43 degrees, your blood will boil. It starts turning to jello. It's cooked. Hi, Desert Rose. How you doing? We're doing good. Yeah, so Bill Gates does want to block out the sky. He's been doing it with the chemtrails, with the healthy stuff in it, barium, strontium, and aluminum. Probably some Morgellons added in with some, we got to put some Vax in there. Let's just mix up a cocktail and see what it does. Maybe it's something about snakes. What's that? I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Love that song. Yeah, people aren't used to the heat. Yeah, we have alligators eating pets and stuff in Huntsville. Yeah, wow. Gates, barium. There's just another one to take his place, though. That's the problem, B. Freeman. You get rid of Gates, they got another dude waiting in the wings. Everybody was so happy that George Soros stepped down, but his son Alex apparently plans and said that he's going to be 10 times as tyrannical. Like, who says that type of thing? All right, Chloe, awesome. Go get in some air conditioning. Alice will not be gator meat. Okay. Had an aunt, died of melanoma, skin cancer, too much tanning and radiation. Yeah. Yeah. So self-replicating nanobots for flavoring. There we have another curve in the sky. That's a cool one. You'll have to wait till you're home. No AC in the car. Just the wind in your hair. That sucks. So that's a neat one with a big curve in the sky. You don't often see that. I've seen recently a couple of perfect circles done by chemtrails in the sky. Almost, well, arcs. They turned around, did a big U with the chemtrail. I should have taken a picture. I don't think I did, though. 2 heat strokes about took me out. Yeah, get yourself in cold water. I suggest you guys keep a cold tub of water around and go dunk yourself in it every once in a while. Hi, D Ocean. Hey, y'all, just go note. Just got home. I'm going to say she's using text to speech. Being hot here too. Head strokes. Wow. Seen where the water is so hot around Florida, it's killing the fish from the heat. Wow. Yeah, that happens. Do you think it's just the heat, or do you think it's radiation with the heat? It's going to feel like 120 in 2 days. Wow. Yeah, I'd just walk around with a spritzer of water and just keep dosing yourself with water. Just got the notification. Oh my God. We're an hour and 38 minutes in. Cool water? Easy. Not a problem. Look down there. There's a few, I don't know how many million, maybe even trillion liters of water. That's about 34 degrees, 34 to 36 degrees. That lake stays cold all year long. So I'll be fine. But our water works on gravity. It's gravity fed from up on the escarpment. So our water system isn't based on pumps and that. So it'll keep flowing. Got an oscillating fan. But yeah, if you just keep a tub full of water around, and you can go into that. Yeah, there's lots of ships. And unfortunately, you can see the smoke today. It's smoky outside. Hey, no, how you doing? Gotta go back up in your chat. I missed stuff. Yeah, enough room for people to live in the south there. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a big lake. We could fit a lot of people in there. It's warm enough in Washington. I got a very funky sound that makes visual spirals. Wow. I don't want to hear that sound. Three of the movie Independence Day. Yeah. Okay. A spaceship coming through the clouds. I had a broken AC. Oh no. We had a terrible storm come through yesterday. So I haven't showed it to you guys yet last night. Took me 3 days to recover. Yeah. Yeah, heat stroke is really bad for you. It's 101 there. The high is going to go to 104. It's without the heat index. Yeah, I ignore the heat index. The three of us living in a shoebox in the middle of a lake. Yeah, I got here, right here. I'm all set, dude. I got my kayak. That's my Explorer kayak right there. It's actually in a box, but yep, I'm all set. I have a couple of boats, so I can get you out on the water. No problem. Hi, Nina. How you doing? Good to see you. We got tornadoes when I screw with the football lane. What? It's a secret. Okay. Can't ignore the heat index. That's what got you. Yeah, I just always prepare for the heat. I do what people consider a very strange thing in the heat. I wear a long sleeve shirt um, with buttons down the front. If you roll up the sleeves, right, and then you pour water into the cuff, right, and you'll soak the entire cuff of your shirt in water, and that will really help you keep cool because what all the blood going by in your forearm will be cooled by the water on the rolled up sleeve, and it stays wet for quite a while. You only have to wet it like maybe every hour or so to keep it wet and cold. So give that a try, guys. You can even just put a cloth maybe around your forearm and wet it. It really takes the heat off. So just a hint. And dousing your head in water really helps too. A lot of the heat will build up in your head. So those are two good tricks that I use to. It's a backup plan, John. I have the upside down flag on my wall. Let me know if you can see it, Max. I will. I can't see mine very well at the moment. I'm glad you did that. There are a lot more people that are coming, that I've heard, that are going with this idea. It's a good idea. It's moving pretty slowly. He's training hard, laughing and snoozing chin. Lounging. He's a lounging lizard. Tornado tore down the road right after I got Seahawks. Much needed first down. For Yorkshiremen, yeah. I like the Lumberjack song. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. In the Canadian North. I can't play it. It's hilarious. We used to dream of living in a hole in the ground, right? Oh, what I wouldn't give to live in a hole in the ground. When I was young, we only had a water fan. Never got hot, but that was 50 years ago. Yeah, alligator coolers. I've heard them called, where they just run water through a system. Saw dark world people running like sports or riding Destination B 1005, a large, elongated, glowing teardrop. Well, the destination was LAM. Got some really. The large, elongated, glowing teardrop might have been his head. A dark world, people running like sports or rioting. It was actually a beautiful scene for me, no? Yeah, barrel on suspenders. That's a good idea, Scotty. And then you can stick a parasol in there, right? Yeah, holes in the ground are looking good in this weather. What I wouldn't give for a barrel, right? A cup. When we got tea, we had to cup it in our hands and drink it that way. You know what I wouldn't have given for a cup. La di da. Barrels are so posh this year. I found an old water tank close to a barrel. Yeah, yeah. Life was good in the '60s. That's when, unfortunately, we started going to sleep. Well, we've been asleep for a long time, probably before that too. Hands. I found that strange considering your vision. Yeah, and others as well. Nobody got a negative, a seeming negative feeling out of lamb, which was cool. Rice ice cream was good, nice. Enchiladas in the oven. Oh, you're making me hungry there, Pam. Born in the wrong era. Well, we could have the feel of the '60s back. I don't know if the free love was so good, but all the hairy people. Now we're used to doing some trimming. Back in the '70s, it was let it all hang out, right? Things were just better then. People were hairier. Women were easier. Okay, Dolly, I'll take a look. Let's get through these ones. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, that's the last image. Let's see if they came through. Liver rock. Yeah, that does look the right shape. Yep, homemade clothes too. See, I think we should go back to that artisan style. If people are giving in to corporatism far too much, got to have my kicks, my shoes, got to wear the latest, clothes. Oh, 420. All right. Let's I'll honey oil again, I think. So we got some dark honey oil. A friend of mine made it himself, but it's pretty powerful, smooth, very smooth. Smooth tasting, smooth going down. Cool. Thanks, Dolly. That's huge. Just a little bit. Stuff's potent. Made myself silly with it last night. Heat and turning on us. Ooh. I hope you still have heat there, Morgan. How you doing? That is cool, D. Tie-dye dress from the '70s. Nice. Old-time jeans. Yeah, I wish they'd bring back Levi's originals. I know they're out there, but yeah, I have a hard time finding them. One of the best fitting jeans you can find. Yeah, you can see here on the left hand side. I believe that's where the other lobe would connect. Very similar structures there to ones I've seen. So on the left-hand side of the image, there would probably be another lobe of the liver. Okay, hold on. Smudge time. For $40 for a tie-dye t-shirt. Wow. Well, that's the thing. Our economy can adjust to that type of an expense. Where artisans are getting good money for quality clothes that last a long time. And we can avoid these things like planned obsolescence, lower quality, and things like that in preference for higher quality, longer lasting, and a higher price. Found an old Popeye's chicken breast. Oh my God. So yeah, it could be that we bring all the manufacturing. Ooh, got me in the cojones there. Bring the manufacturing back on small scale so that people can make decent money doing small scale production. We do have anti-monopoly laws. Wow. A lot of them just aren't being enforced properly. Hard to say without actually holding it, but I'm towards a liver on that one. That's my impression. A rayon. Hi, Kim. How you doing? Good to see you. Anyone wear dittos? No, I've never heard of those before. Yeah, what's dittos? No more obsolescence, no more obsolescence. Power could not stay on. It was hell here. Just noise and darkness. It was like being underwater in an abyss. Everyone thought God is ending it. Some winged shirts, yeah. Button fly, yeah. I had a pair of those. They were terrible. Dittos, loved them. D-cheese. Dittos and D-cheese. Okay. Pants that were popular in the 70s. They made your butt look good. Okay. I like that. That's cool. Dittos jeans. Louisville. Yeah, they did make your butt look good. There's some ditto jeans. And they do show the butt a lot. I guess that's the main ass makes your butt look like a horseshoe. That's interesting. So you get a horseshoe butt. I don't know about that stitching. That's weird. Anyway. Having a horseshoe on your butt. That's sexy. We had a power out and a fire this week. Good times. When I see people home, it's not right. Yeah, well, don't come to my city. There's a few thousand of them. What's that, Terry? Good to see you. Food for thought: chemtrails block the uptake of water and nutrients to plants, trees. What happens to life without plants and trees? Yeah. Yeah, aluminum also burns quite well. If they've been spraying aluminum over the forests, building up a good layer of that, that'll burn really well. That's why you always got to be careful with fire in an aluminum boat because it will burn. Aluminum is flammable. Most people don't know that. It takes quite a bit to get it going, but it'll go. Oh, you cook with aluminum. You leave that on a red hot burner for a while. It'll just melt right away, and then it will set fire if it gets hot enough. If you powder it, it's much easier. And if you don't believe me, go Google "is aluminum flammable," and you'll find out. But yeah, cooking with it isn't very good either because the aluminum gets into your food. I had a friend give me one of those pressure cookers, but it was aluminum. It was a used one. He didn't want to keep it anymore. I thought it was made of steel, but I got it home. Found out it was aluminum. I do not cook with aluminum. Okay, that's all of the images. Oh, hold on. Oh, Mary's still posting on this one. I've given her the other email address, and I don't. Earthquake spread going to Japan. Let's take a look. In favor to you, Mrs. Bax, of course, the Grand Maximus, and all who the universe shares this love vibration. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Breeze to our backs, lighting our path. Have to take a nap. All right. A little high. Okay, I'll read that later. But I'll beat this. These assholes gotta go. Cortisone, gallbladder, liver, kidney, appendix. Oh, wow. Messed my knee up last year, never got back into the groove. If you don't use it, you lose it. Quite literally, yes. All right. I better save that for later. Sorry, I didn't notice that. That was just for me. Where are we there? And this is a video I sent myself. Oops. Why is that not showing up? Okay. Go to a different screen. There we go. So we came out to see a star fort, and this is the weather we got. It's a torrential downpour. So this is when I went to go to old Fort Erie. We're in the museum right now. They promised us extremes of weather out here and see it. So this is what we're getting. The parking lot. That's why my hair is red. I was running from Grandma's wild geese, ran into an electric fence. Knocked me out, and I wasn't the same anymore. Turned your hair red. Oh, yeah. Look at it coming off the roof. Holy, amazing. Holy. So yeah, we had two storms like this yesterday. The second one, I avoided this one. But the second one caught me, and within 2 seconds, my we came out to see shoes were just filled with water. Weather we got. I had an umbrella keeping most of it off the top of me. It's a torrential downpour. Geese are very scary. But it just filled my shoes within seconds. You can hear it. Here we can see all these trees blowing, filling up the. It's horrible. The parking lot. So yeah, these are the extremes of weather they're promising us. When you heat up the ionosphere, the stratosphere with HARP technology, and start shifting weather patterns, this is what you end up with. Extremes in hot and cold, look at it coming off the roof. Wet and dry. Holy, holy. So that's nature, but nature augmented. Not really just a natural thing. You can pay. Can you pay your rent with a rant? No. Oh, thanks, Desert Rose. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did a little video of Niagara Falls on the Maid of the Mist. The power of those falls is awesome. We might go back in a couple weeks. We have plans for another star fort in the near future. Our new read and discussion, Horns and the Goddess. Nice, Nina. When is that on? Is that on tonight? Poor Chloe's traumatized by geese. Yeah, when I was a kid, I tried to play with the geese. They didn't like it. Yeah, exactly. No. The goose attacked her. She was screaming, "Help me, help me." Well, I don't know if I believe that story. I don't have a pan flute, damn it. You got to get one, B. Freeman. I thought everybody had one. I'm on at 10 usual. Okay. Still an hour too late for me on a weekday. I got to be in bed early for work in the morning. Images. Fort George, Toronto. So here's the next installment on star forts. Fort George. Now, not a typical shaped star fort, but a really interesting one. I'm going to go take a look at this one in Toronto, Ontario. Do the tour of it. It's a really cool looking one. Got some neat embankments. Again, a fort built into the ground. I don't know. Wouldn't it have been easier to pile up stuff on the ground and to dig all that out? Makes it easy to lop in grenades and missiles and cannonballs. But I suppose they thought that was an efficient design to protect them. I suppose if you're up against one of the walls, you'd be kind of protected. But in most other areas, it still looks very open. What's this one? That's not... Let's take a look here. Go to maps. And some layering. So where are you? Battlefield of Fort George. Where is Fort George? Fort George. Come on. Where are you? Site? Well, it's well hidden. There we are, maybe. There. There we go. So this will be my next adventure. There it is. Okay. So Fort George in Toronto. I don't know how much it has left of the original. We'll have to get the story. We'll take the tour and all that. There's a lot of star forts, yeah. I'm looking at the stone specifically, Chloe, seeing if I can find any of this cyclopean stone that they talk about on some of these forts. I haven't really found any yet, so everything I've seen could have been easily built in the 1900s, just with chisels and stones, or the 1800s. But it would have been a lot of work. And the one thing I was interested in was the chisel work that looked like it might take, like it was made to take on plaster. So I'm looking for that kind of stone as well as the cyclopean. but a lot of it had this chipping in it that was really unneeded and unnecessary. They'd flattened out the stone, and then they put these large chips in them in regular patterns to probably put like a plaster on top so they could paint it and dress it. So I'm looking for that kind of thing as well. But here is old Fort George. I'll do a walk around the perimeter of it. Yeah, also on ley lines, right? Jerusalem is built on a top of a star fort also, yeah. There's a lot of areas in the north of, well, in Europe, just star forts everywhere. Yeah, he does quite a lot of work on star forts. He's shown me quite a few neat ones that are like out in the desert, no water near them. They're like decayed. All right, Dojo. Bought a stone from Israel. From Israel. It's the same stone in Solomon's temple. It's turquoise, I think. Hmm. What's that about there? No. Kids, didn't even know you had kids, Chloe. You don't? Okay. I think that's why they kept me from knowing about any of my kids, or maybe I was manipulated. Tour de France. I don't watch it, but that's cool. Bunch of really athletic guys and girls. What's that in raw form? You got the same thing in raw form? Yeah, turquoise, they dye it, actually. It gets dyed, that color. Temple from the stone from the temple, it was moved by the spirits. The stone is in raw form, yeah. Okay. So yeah, this fort is really interesting. It has the very similar structures to the other fort in parts, but different. Looks like it has a double wall of stone, or even a base underneath. Interesting. We'll have to check it out. Looks like somebody got creative with the lawnmower there. Okay. Yeah, if I were to build a fort, I would build it up higher so that my cannonballs would rain down on people and their cannonballs would have to go up and over me. That would be my plan. I like the higher ground. I don't know why they always take the lower ground with these star forts. They seem to be defendable, though. Like, but I don't know. It seems to be that there's better design than these for defense. Like having these guys out here all on their own with no clear path back in or any way to get reinforcements to you out here in the middle of an area, I wouldn't want to be the person that had to fight from there. I would be pretty upset about that if somebody said, "Hey, you're going to the forward triangle." I, you know, I don't know which of you guys would want to fight from there. I'd rather fight, unless maybe they have a tunnel or something that I could duck down. Yeah, right, James? Maybe a tunnel, but that just opens up if the enemy gets a hold of that, then you have to fight them on that front too. I don't know. Most turquoise isn't real these days, yeah. It was built by him. Ordering the spirits to build it. Yeah, they say it was from his ring, and before that queen he was sprung on. Okay, yeah. Protection along with silver, yeah. Get some when you move to Colorado. Looked like a bunch of balls lumped on top of each other. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Then they white balls, and then they dye it blue from the Indians, not plastic. Terrible fake stuff. Yeah. I don't buy into points of war, energy ports. Ball fields from some ancient game the Giants played. That's an interesting one. I have a necklace made from pine seeds, got from a Native American tribe. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. These star forts, they're weird. Yeah, imagine it being like a ball court or something, and these areas, like if you could get it into the middle ones, it's like a couple of points. If you can get it into the star or the point on the edges, that's like, 5 points. And if you can get it out into the triangle out there, that's like 10 points, man. If you can flip the ball out there, you got it. You're the winner. I don't know. I don't see one of they usually show us a plug hole. This one's completely covered. That's a tree. It's another tree. Don't see plug hole. There's no bung hole. No teepee for my bung hole. What's that? Possible? I don't know. No. No, I really don't see one. It could be just covered over. But they usually did have one. There's a strange embankment inside the star fort. I'm going to check that out if it is. I don't know. But again, it's another star fort. This one's much easier to get to. Won't cost me a few $100s to get there and back. This one will only be a few dollars. It's just a GO train trip. Arizona and Mexico's turquoise is the most beautiful. Real light green color. Modern day capital city. Could be. Could be. Time are we at? 5 o'clock. Give it another 10 minutes and then we'll cut her off. Oops. Yeah, this will be a fun place to go. there's a lot of good restaurants and stuff in the area too. So I'm kind of excited about that as well. Enjoy taking the wifey out for a nice dinner, trying something new. But Fort Erie was last place we went. That was cool. I'm going to try to do a series of Starfort videos. There's one way at the end of Lake Ontario. It'd probably take me 10 hours to get there. Looks like a bunch of balls. Yeah. Where are we here? I lost you in chat. Yeah, I'd love to find a big hunk of gold. That'd be cool. Buy us a big house or something. We'll buy us a star fort. There we go. We can buy a star fort. Go live in a star fort. That'd be cool. To this day, I can go for a walk in many places and pick up arrowheads, carved axe heads. Nice. Fort George. Okay. Yeah. Right near us is Morgan. Not too far from you either. Make no sense. Even in those days, they knew that high meant ground. Yeah. Ground meant. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense to build a fort into the ground. Like the amount of dirt they had to remove. And where did all the dirt go? Because it doesn't look like they used it all in the construction of the embankments. It's a giveaway. Yeah, on a level playing field. It doesn't make much sense. And the one that I went to yesterday for Old Fort Erie is even worse than this. This at least has walls all the way around that at least look difficult to get over. Old Fort Erie, you could walk right in the back. It was terrible for a star fort. But it's a pretty star fort. But unfortunately, this wall in the back here is only 4 feet high at its highest. So this entire wall, you can see the pathway going right through it. This entire wall here was built for zero, I mean zero, defensive purpose. There it is there in an image. And you could just, like, you might be able to crouch behind, you could crouch behind it, I guess, but really, this is just you could just walk right up into the fort. There's a cannon emplacement here, but you can get right underneath that. They can only fire one cannonball every once in a while. It's not like it's a repeater rifle. They had those, but you'd be firing back. I don't know. But yeah, this one you could just walk right up to. All right, Toth, we'll see you later. Have a great weekend. I don't know if we have more than that. I haven't found that many of them, but there are quite a few. It's a big country, though. We're bound to have a few, I hope. Let's see what they have for images here. Look at some of the wall. Oh, no, not here. This one looks like it's mostly wooden. Yep. Look at that. Probably have no stonework here. All covered up. If there is any. But I can test the energy fields again. Yep, all covered up. If there is anything. Yeah. Not a great star fort, really. But we'll go take a look. I would bet that at some time it probably was made in stone. Take the tour and see what they say. Yeah. Found some crystalline rock recently. Looks carved. Cannons, well, yeah. The thick walls. Round is the best shape to defend against cannons, but I don't know why they chose flat. The star shape allowed cannon and other firearms to defend all approaches from the fort. Maybe. Particularly to long all the walls to destroy an enemy who got close enough to try to scale the ramparts. Yeah. Yeah, usually on beaches. This is close to the lake, very close to the lake. Got that from John Levy. Yeah, I like watching his videos. I think that was what was for as well. Multi-front battle. I mean the info about Canada having the most star forts. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if Canada has the most star forts. I really don't. Enchiladas were so good. Now you got me thinking I might want that for dinner. Just bought a bunch of stuff from the grocery store, though. Cult type traps and some younger people I guided through the freaking woods. They told me various stories, and that the guy producing them dropped a bag. Ooh, what's in the bag, B. Freeman? What's in the bag? Cheese enchiladas today. That sounds good. Can't take nothing with us. That's exactly right, Desert Rose. Don't covet those earthly things. If you can use them, use them. I don't get mad at people for trading in stuff for money. It's makes sense, kind of. Putting all your money into little gems and trinkets. I don't know. All right, let's do one more smudgy here. Well, I don't have any left. Well, that's all we got then. All right, guys. This was awesome. I enjoyed sharing all those images. That was fun. And at some point, we'll be going to Fort George, take a look at that Star Fort. There's one down at the end of the lake as well. Just show show you that one quickly. Hello. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Keyboard's being funny on me. Not working for some reason. Okay. Not working on that one for some reason. I don't know why. Working fine over there. All right, guys, that's all we've got for today. Much love to you all. Till next time, I'll see you in class or maybe for a smudgening throughout the week. Keep that third eye open, use your intelligence and your intuition. Bye-bye.